I'm just taking a brief pit stop to recharge my phone and shove some food in my face. I've been to my local junior doctor's pickets today, which were enormous.
Save our NHS! Save our NHS! Save our NHS! Save our NHS!
If you've been living in a cave for the last 6 months, allow my esteemed medical colleagues to remind you what it's all about.
The NHS is not sustainable in 7 days with the current level of investment, and we would rather provide a safe service over 5 days with emergency cover for 7 rather than stretching an already thin service even thinner.
Have more senior doctors on the wards, one more prone to make mistakes, compromising patient safety, which is our main concern.
We want to have a safe and fair contract that allows us to give the best care possible to our patients. You cannot stretch 5 days of services across 7 days. It's just not physically possible without overstretching doctors and compromising on patient care.
There's no logic to what this contract is doing. It doesn't seem to do any good anywhere. And if 54,000 doctors don't agree with this contract, then there's something wrong.
The new contract's going to mean there's no continuity of care. Patients will not see the same doctor every day. They will be transferred between all doctors all days of the week, and it discriminates against certain groups.
It penalises people that have to work part-time. It penalises people that take maternity leave. And most of the people that take maternity leave and work part-time are actually women who have children. So that is by its nature sexist. It says within it that it's a sexist contract. And just because you acknowledge that something is sexist doesn't mean it's okay that it is so. We're not in the 19th century anymore.
This government really are trying to turn back the clock on our rights, on our services, on our living standards.
In 2016, it's just not something we should put up with now.
And it's worth remembering that everything that we have as working people is precisely because we fought for it.
I think it will mean a second dark age for the NHS. We've been there in the past and now we're going backwards again.
We're not going to stand for an unfair and unsafe contract.
We've escalated the industrial action today. Junior doctors are going to do what it takes. We have to, because it's so important for the future of the NHS.
Where's the nursing fraternity? That's what I want to know. The latest pay offer from the government to NHS staff is an insult.
We need to stand together and we need to be heard.
We're all in this together. We are all in this together. And we need to support each other, and we need to stand up to this government.
I mean, I'm on the unionist executive. The union says it's opposed to the pay cap. Great. But what are we going to do about it?
It will be very important for all healthcare professionals in the NHS to stand together and fight for the future of the NHS. It would be an extremely great help if everyone would join us.
If now's not the time to reject continued derisory pay and coordinate action with doctors and teachers, then I don't know when is. And if this weak and unpopular government collapses in on itself as a result, maybe don't privatise everything.